So it's 8:35. I have to work on my schedule actually. So I am going to talk about, I talked in Japanese yesterday. It's like, hold on, let me just see. This is like, see, what happened is I used to write this sticky note. I'm running out of sticky note, and now I cannot buy sticky note at the dollar store. So now I'm using those recipe cards. Whatever I have in the house, right? It's a COVID. It's so inconvenient to go shopping now. But I can be creative. Whatever I have around you, use it. You should just be creative. It's very fun. Hey, good morning, Christina. Good evening, Rasha. Thank you for coming. Good evening, Masaki-san. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I was just talking about, oh, good morning, Yumiko-san. Thank you. Power of questions. Power of, it's like, I was talking about, it's asking good questions, right? Leading great answer, better answer, good answer. I would say maybe great answer, right? So it's important to have great question. It's good, important. I find it very important. If you don't ask good questions, great question, you're not gonna get good answer. You're not gonna get great answer. So, and by doing that, you have to, and including myself, okay, train yourself. Like, okay, what is a good question, right? And then by asking a good questions, give whoever's asking, I can give them a better idea, right? And so that's why it's just like I used to just like ask like, I don't know, very general things. And then because I just didn't have enough muscle, I didn't have a muscle to have great questions. I didn't know how to ask questions because like when I was a student, I was so afraid of asking questions. And then especially I grew up in Japan a long time ago. And we're not really supposed to have great questions actually that way when I grew up. And then we cannot, if you just give great questions to the teacher, to the friend, sometimes we stand up. Like, we just kind of like, ooh, So, so we just didn't want to stand up. We didn't want to just like, we'd rather just blend with everybody else. So that's why I didn't get myself trained to have a great questions. But living here, I find and especially right now, I'm just working on I'm working on my being a life coach, right? And I'm working on my trying to empower women all over the world. Means I have to train myself to have a better questions. That way I can get a better answer from you guys, right? So anyway, so I Google it, the power of questions, right? Because I rather Google it in English, right? So, okay, it says questions. It's importance of questions, right? Questions guide and direct our thinking process. Okay, I'll say again. Questions guide and direct our thinking process. Yes, if you keep questioning it, right, it's helping to guide our thinking process because we starting to think, right? So, and then narrow, so it means like you can narrow down question. It's just something in there, right? And then if we keep asking and we are narrowing down questions and get the better answer, right? So, and then also benefit of it is bringing, and then like, how do I say? Like if you narrow down and I shouldn't read like that, right? Okay. If you like narrow down questions, if you getting more direct, starting to get closed, it's called questions. And then bringing discussions. Sorry, I just keep looking at it. To make, sorry, bringing questions to more objective, down to earth levels. So means if you keep asking if you keep asking, narrow it down, what's going to happen is, the things we want to discuss about it, the have question, the one we wanted to have an answer, we get more down to earth answer. So it means everybody's going to have aha moment, right? So that's what happened the other day at the clubhouse, Japanese ones. And I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to just get it in detail. So one lady, she said something. And that kind of like gave me some kind of, I got light bulb went off, right? I just excuse me? What did you say? I knew you said something really, really nice, but I cannot remember everything you said. I kind of remember my feeling and that's really great word. I wanted to hear again. That's all I remembered. And then she said, what did I say? It's clubhouse, it's not recording, right? And they're very casual room. I don't think, not too many people just writing down just like, the other rooms. Hey, good morning, MK-san. So anyway, so we're just like, she didn't even know. She didn't even remember what she said in detail. So we just like, so we starting to questioning. Didn't you mention about this? And the other girl said, I think you said about something like this. And then the other girl said, it's like, about like that ones? And then by us questioning, towards her. And then she's starting to just like, no, that just didn't feel right. Oh yeah, that's probably better that way. And then she's starting to, her thinking process start working, right? And then from Iran, so must be good evening. Thank you so much. So it's like start working. Her thinking process start working, right? And then at the same time, we felt frequency, right? We feel the frequency. It's just like, even if we're connecting through Wi-Fi. So we just starting by start doing that process, all of us in a room, we starting to how do I say, like starting by throwing the questions, and then we start doing the same things. We started thinking. It's just like, okay, what can I do? What can we do to have this word? It's complete. It was raw when she brought up. And then we just keep throwing, like thinking, questioning. And then she answered, and somebody else questioning each other. We're questioning each other. We answer. And then by the time it's done, we create the perfect one. We create the beautiful word. No, we did it together, actually. She's the one finished it, right? And we help create too. And so means it was just like what is called coal, right? It's like the black ones. She throw that one. It's like just like we just keep polishing it and turning into diamond. And then that moment she came up with perfect sentence, the beautiful sentence. And everybody in the room, we felt so good. Because we got the right answer, because we kept asking the right questions, good questions to make things better. So, do find something to whatever, like it's in your life, everyday life. Today, I'm going through today, keep asking good questions. I try to choose, right? Because it's a habit. It's easy for us to just ask us, negative questions and wrong questions because it's very easy. But, hey, Ume-san ka. Good morning, maybe. Good evening. Hey, Angela. Thank you for coming. So, this is a great way. I'm sure you get tired of asking yourself wrong questions. So why don't you just, get a habit to ask better question yourself and then others. And that way you're not wasting by asking the right questions. better questions, great questions. You're not wasting your friend's time. You're not wasting your own time and energy, right? Hey, Zen, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I'm doing good. Thank you so much, Ube-san. Thank you so much. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you, Zen. So anyway, so I should go to, okay, I thought about it. So, okay, how do I ask right questions? How do I start, Yuko-san? I don't know. Just tell me, tell me. Okay, so I am going to give action advices, right? So number one, okay, aware, you have, hold on, aware what questions you, oh my gosh, I can't read my writing. Okay, hold on, what questions you write? Okay, you repeat. Okay, got it. I need to read it now. Okay, it's like, you have to aware, first, what kind of bad questions you always repeat, right? Because if you aware of the questions you always repeat no longer working anymore because it's not good, it's not great, right? And you write down, you're aware of it, right? So means there is in and yang. Everything is in and yang. So you can find opposite word, right? And like maybe for example says, oh, okay, from it's COVID right now, it's a pandemic. It's no work. So maybe instead of asking that question all the time, just like, am I be able to work? Can I live? What can we do in the future? Right? You can just ask yourself, like, that makes you worried. How about something makes you maybe a little bit happier question? Change it, right? So, like, instead of just like, how should we live? How should I live? Or you can just say, what can I do for today? Or like maybe next, for today to make myself a little bit better, right? Instead of worrying about, "Oh, what can I do? How should I live?" Right? You can always break it down. Like worries in the future is so big, feels like there's no shape to it. You don't know how to deal with it. So why don't you break down a little piece? Why don't you find something you can do right now today, right? Say some people worry about, oh, I'm getting old, and then what should I do? I'm not going to be able to walk. How can I do it? What should I do? Start questioning yourself, and then worry starting to just accumulate. So just write down, change your question is, what can I do for myself today to have a healthier life? And you write down, go for a walk. Yeah, that's good. Eat broccoli instead of carrot cake. I love carrot cake. So anyway, it's like, I lost my paper. It's just something. If you break it down in like just little micro things, like small piece, it's easier. The bite size, right? Bite size, it's easier to do it. Okay, so number 2 is observe the people already has better. They always observe the people, watch people, and learn from the people. They always throw right questions, good questions. This morning, Tessa she is genius. She is always throws us the good questions, great questions. That way, it's easier for us to think about it, right? So that's I am, or Evan. Zen too. It's like you have to. The good question is like just makes you think right away. It's not really hard. Just like, oh yeah, okay, all right. I have to think that way. Okay, what can I do from next? Observe the people, learn from the people who is doing better things. Like if you want to be good at something, you always learn from the people they're already doing good, right? It's anything. If you want to be a good cook, well, like you have to learn from the people already have better cooking skills. Hey, good morning, 946. Okay, Sam. So anyway, sorry, I couldn't read everything. That's so number 3 is, and then learn how to say good questions, and then imitate. You can use it. steal it, you know. Ah, Marichan, konbanwa, konbanwa. Actually, I was kind of just this even at this IG live, I'm telling a story kind of based on what's happened at Clubhouse the other day. So, I'm almost done talking, but thank you for coming though. I'm sure it's kind of, you really, you feel you resonated too. So anyway, so yeah, imitate. Why? Steal it. Just keep using it, right? And then eventually it's in you. The good question, the habit. It's a habit, right? Just having a good question, it's a habit. Everything is a habit. So you're not comfortable asking great questions. But when you're not good at it, right? Just like my talking, right? I'm not comfortable still talking in English, but I'm enjoying it though. And then I'm still not good at it. I'm not as good as Zen. I'm not as good as, Angela. I'm not as good as Tessa. So, but it's important is, I'm enjoying it, right? Having fun. So, and then I am imitating all of them too, right? I talk like a Zen. Anyway, it's a fun part anyway. So just imitate. And you get used to it. You get comfortable. And I know myself, a year from now, I'm sure I'm more comfortable talking in English, right? So anyway, yeah, just observe the people. And then, you just watch IG Lives or YouTube, whoever. IG Live is the best place because it's, like you can hear. It's most of them are like a coaching or like, motivate the people to what they talk to empower the people, and then those people like Evan, Brandon Bouchard, right, all those people do IG lives, they throw lots of questions because they want you to think is so important, right? We are like, we said, remember, like 60 to 70,000 a day we do thinking, right? Most of them repeat from yesterday or from a week ago. And most of them are useless thoughts. And then, but, okay, there are some very useful thoughts too, right? So just, get a habit. So if you want to build up very youthful thoughts, right? Useful, not youthful, youthful thoughts. You want to build it. So you just ask yourself, you train yourself to build a better habit, to have a better questions. So that would probably, and then you remember better questions, good questions, best questions, whatever you wanted to say, get the best answer, good answer, right? Always. And if you train yourself and you're getting good at it, in your life is gonna be happier. All right, that's it. I'm gonna close here. So any questions you guys have? I have like a few more minutes. If you have questions, that help. That help. Always, how happy. Like, it's not like, how much do you weigh? I answer it, but if you guys have any questions, let me know. Because you guys' questions help me to bring me up higher. Help me to be a better version of myself, right? Anyway, I'll wait. No, I don't think anybody's going to have a question. Anyway, thank you so much. I will take my time to say thank you so much. Thank you for your time and thank you so much for coming and joining my IG live. My intention is I want to just make people feel, just not say that, not just this word. I wanted to make people feel better. And I want to be a better life coach, right? Because I wanted people to feel light and joyful, happy life. It's easy to say that, but that's also skill. I mean, you have to train yourself. Isn't it nice? You just like, you're born with happy. And when you're a baby, I'm pretty sure if I see the baby, it's nothing but joy. Sometimes They cry because their bum is wet, right? They're hungry. Very simple. But as we get older, we accumulate all kinds of emotional experience and things. So we starting to kind of lose our ability, or I don't know, like easy to just not be happy. So anyway, so that's why we have to train ourselves. We have to rebuild ourselves, the skills to be happier. It's a muscle. You can build it. And I'm a life coach, so I can help you out. Mostly women, because I'm sure it's the man wanted to be happy, more confident. Go ask Zan. He will do great job, right? So anyway, if you want to get a coaching, let me know. I'll be very happy to serve you. Send me a DM. All right. Thank you so much for your time, and then I trust you have a great time and great day today. All right. Bye. Oh, do not forget to go to whoever speaks Japanese. Go to Chio-san's clubhouse. I will be there. All right. Bye.